Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Camden, and in today's video, I'm going to take you through an IELTS writing task 2. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Let me share my screen. Okay, here we go, everybody. So I will go into Pages. I have the description here ready to go for you all. Some people think that in the modern world, we are more dependent on each other, while others think that people have become more independent. Discuss both views and give your opinion. So we're dealing with an interesting topic here. The first thing that comes to my mind is Charles Dickens. So, for example, I'm going to start the first sentence off with a real banger. Well, just like Charles Dickens once said, it was the best of times and the worst of times. So, in my opinion, we could say, in my opinion, I believe that the world is okay. So, I don't want to be too general here. It was the best of times and the worst of times. So, in my opinion, I see two extreme sides without a middle ground. Now, we want to touch on one more sentence here. And for me, just to let you guys know, I'm going to, of course, give my opinion on both sides. And then I'm going to say that people are becoming more independent. Yes, that's what I personally believe, that more people are becoming independent as we break away from the chains of society, right? Here we go. So, in my opinion, I see two extreme sides without a middle ground. This means that while millions of people are becoming independent, at the same time, there is the same force making, there is the same force, or is this, there is the same effect. At the same time, there is the same, at the same time, there are millions of people remaining dependent on each other. Now, we could even say here, in this essay, I will provide both viewpoints and share my perspective. You know, I've never done that before, but I'm just going to go ahead and try it because I usually don't like, in this essay, I will say this, but I'm trying something new, okay? I'm on the spot right now. The whole world is watching me. You know, the pressure's on, okay? So, the first thing I'm going to talk about is why people are so dependent on each other. First of all, no, on the one hand, this is so much better. Look, you're not writing 1,000 task to essays. You're just writing one. So you can use on the one hand. On the one hand, people are becoming, people are remaining in the same situation as, no, it's not a good way to start. So first of all, let me just back this up. So I would say on the other hand over here, okay, this is what happens when you don't know what to really write in the moment, like, because I'm trying to have a video here, so it's a bit more difficult because I'm trying to have a conversation with you guys at the same time. But just allow me a few moments to really think. First of all, I got the thing. I have the essay set up right here, so you can clearly see that, which is good, right? Make myself a little bigger over here. Bring it right down. Okay, cool. So on the one hand, because see, I want to talk about how people have become more dependent on the government, but it doesn't say the government. So somehow I got to find a way to tie this idea that I have into this essay. And it's not easy. But I love the way that I began the essay. Well, just like Charles Dickens once said, I could even, instead of being casual, I could say, the great Charles Dickens once said, it was the best of times and the worst of times, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, I see two extreme sides without a middle ground. This means that while millions of people are becoming independent, at the same time, there are millions of people remaining dependent on each other. In this essay, I will provide both viewpoints and share my perspective. So, on the one hand, certain individuals have been, here we go, unable to adapt to new technology. In return, the baby boomer generation often struggles in the 21st century. And okay, so struggle in the 21st century. For example, an elderly woman, an elderly widow, who, by the way, a widow is a woman who has lost her husband. Okay. For example, an elderly widow who is not up to par with using mobile phones. I'm just, okay, just as an example, an elderly widow who is not up to par with using mobile phones and the internet will, okay, we'll say the internet, comma, must have support from younger family members or how should I say this? I mean, younger family members or financial assistance, financial assistance from the government. This is true. Okay. So before I continue, let me highlight here and see what the word count is. Okay. Always keep in mind about your word count. It's very important. Okay. So cool. We're already like we're like halfway. Holy cow. All right. So that was pretty simple. So I gave an example of why people are going to be dependent. Now let me give an example why they're becoming more independent. On the other hand, we've already said certain individuals, so we can't say that again. We could say, on the other hand, a person who is on par. We said up to par. Now we're going to use on par. Okay, guys? A person who is on par with the latest technological advances. Okay, we're going to get fancy with them. Okay, we're going to get fancy. Advances can utilize, here you go, can utilize the internet and create an online business. By doing this, that individual, or let's say that person, we've already said person, by doing this, anyone can, or anyone has the ability to transform one's life by doing this. Anyone has the ability to transform one's life. In doing so, comma, they can, or they reap the benefits of our modern world. Okay, how about that, guys? We're almost done. In addition, we got to have a little bit more detail here, okay, guys? And then conclusion, and that's it. So in addition, oh, we already said in doing so, in addition. We don't want to repeat in. That's not a good one. Dang. I like in addition. We could say, what could we say, guys? Help me out. Let me know in the comment section. What's another way to say in addition? Write that in the comment section. So we got also. We use also. Independent. Also, we could say here, on a final note, I love this expression here. On a final note, someone, because we haven't used someone yet. Yes. Okay. On a final note, someone can, we've already used can. Someone could. Oh man, what's another way to become? Someone could, on a final note, financial freedom. Let's just say this here. Financial freedom is the subject, okay? Financial freedom can, allows, on a final note, financial freedom allows people to become. Somebody help me out here, guys. So if you get stuck, let's just think about here in conclusion. So we're not going to repeat another quote from Charles Dickens, but we should say something. Did we say, we already said, in my opinion. Switch that. So in my opinion. And you know what? So is a bit too casual. Okay. So in my opinion, bam. Looks much better. I see two extreme sides. This means that, in my opinion, I see. Okay, I gave my opinion, and then I'm going to explain. Now, in conclusion, I think that, have I even said I think? I don't believe so. This is good. Okay, I think that. What else could we say besides I think that? In conclusion, I consider the population to be moving, to be currently moving into a future that enables millions, we've already used millions, that enables more. I consider the population to be currently moving into a future that enables us to have more independence. And this, okay, so however, this relies on the brilliance of human engineering through artificial intelligence and automation. Without those components, we would still remain highly dependent upon each other. How's that, guys? We still got to finish this up here. On a final note, financial freedom allows people to gain a sense of liberty, because liberty is another word for like being independent. You know, we could say liberty. If you go on Google, I'm sure if you type up independence or independent, that liberty will be right there. So on a final note, financial freedom allows people to gain a sense of liberty, which aids in the evolution of human development, but we're not talking about too much human development. Human progress, the evolution of human progress, because I would say that human progress is like becoming more independent. Like, of course, we're always going to need people. Like, we're social beings. We can't just go lock ourselves into a cave, okay? But there are people out there who don't need huge teams and large companies with thousands of employees because it's all being automated right now. So, human progress. Okay, so we got 280 words, guys. Now, first thing you need to do is just go back and double check, okay? See what's going on. Okay, so we've already checked that paragraph in this essay. In this essay, I will provide both viewpoints and share my perspective. So I'm going to read through and wrap this video up for you guys, okay? On the one hand, now, real quickly, as I'm reading, I want you guys to follow along with me. And this can improve your pronunciation, your intonation, and your fluency, which you need. That's half your score on the IELTS speaking, okay? So you get a double whammy in today's video. On the one hand, certain individuals have been unable to adapt to new technology. In return, the baby boomer generation often struggles in the 21st century. For example, an elderly widow who is not up to par with using mobile phones and the internet must have support from younger family members or financial assistance from the government. On the other hand, a person who is on par with the latest technological advances can utilize the internet and create an online business. By doing this, anyone has the ability to transform one's life. In doing so, they reap the benefits of our modern world. On a final note, financial freedom allows people to gain a sense of liberty, which aids in the evolution of human progress. In conclusion, I consider the population to be currently moving into a future that enables us to have more independence. However, this relies on the brilliance of human engineering through artificial intelligence and automation. Without those components, we would still remain highly dependent upon each other. My name is Camden. I hope all of you out there enjoyed today's writing demo lesson for IELTS Writing Task 2. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the bell notification so you can get the latest as soon as I upload, because 2023 is going to be an awesome year. My goal, loud and clear, my goal is to have 100 of my students get a 7.0 and above on their IELTS speaking, their IELTS writing, of course, and of their overall IELTS score, 7.0. That's my goal. So what is your goal? let me know in the comment section if you're a student or a teacher. You can introduce yourself and just let me know, what are your goals? I would love to know, and I'll be getting back to you. Have a great day, everybody. Stay positive, keep your head above water, and don't give up on yourself, because your achievement is right around the corner. Don't give up. Keep fighting and stay strong. Talk to you in the next video. Have a great day.